In the past 15 years, more than 12,000 servicemen and women have lost their jobs for the same irrelevant reason. Now, Don't Ask, Don't Tell was the tragically flawed result of President Clinton's attempt to tiptoe through the political minefield of gay people being barred from the military during his first term in office. And while President Obama figures out just how to map his own way through that same minefield.
Inside your heart, you don't have to be afraid of what you are. There's an answer if you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero lies in you. It's a long road when you face the world alone. No one reaches out a hand for you to hold. You can find love if you search within yourself, and the emptiness you felt will disappear. And then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you
Where a
find
federal judge, a U.S. District Court judge, has just declared the military's Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy to be unconstitutional.
Dreams are hard to follow, but don't let anyone tear them away. Hold on, there will be tomorrow. In time, you'll find the way. of what you are.
Don't Ask, Don't Tell doesn't just affect the gays
There's
and
an
lesbians, it affects gays and
answer.
lesbians all across America, and it treats them
If
as
you
the
reach
same
into your
says they are unworthy
soul
to serve their nation.
and the
They
sorrow
they
that
have to
you
lie about who they are
know
and sacrifice
will
their
melt
integrity.
away.
So let's give it up for repealing Don't Ask, Don't Tell.
And then a hero comes along with the strength to
Sisters that serve in the U.S. Armed Forces.
I basically had to hide who I really was, and I could not serve in my true essence. Gay soldier.
Raises their right hand to enlist or be an officer in the armed forces. And I think today is a great day.
Functioned very highly, and the unit cohesion and the morale suffered. The mission suffered after I was fired from my duty.
that a hero lies in
You raided me 3 days ago.
It's a long
Top sailors on the
road.
ship. And now you're going to tell me to stay quiet about being a gay service member? Gays cannot serve in the military? That was not acceptable for me.
Being discharged under Don't Ask, Don't Tell, Rodriguez has worked tirelessly as an advocate promoting the Europe's 70-year policy of banning gay and lesbians from
Search
serving
within
the military.
yourself.
Work along with many.
I finally understood what everybody meant when they said committed relationship, maturity, growth, and sacrifice and love. I finally understood that. It made me a better man. Right now, we need role models. We need positive role models, men and women, gay and straight, serving in our armed forces. And I think once this is finally fully repealed, we'll see that this is just such a non-issue. You know?
And steps to the right direction because when I was in the armed forces, I had to compromise my integrity and lie about who I was in order to serve my country. And you mentioned there were some other challenges and also some
high-ranking El Pasoans seem to be okay with that.
I basically had to hide who I really was. That's why
Bring it back from death, or he can do what he's going to have to do anyway after Congress repeals, which is to institute a non-discrimination policy, talk about reinstatement, reinvestments, all of that. I think that
Major Mike Almy was discharged from the Air Force under Don't Ask, Don't Tell, even though he was asked, and he never told. After Major Almy's unit left Iraq, someone in the unit that replaced his discovered some of his private emails.
As you hear the protesters chanting, yes,
No longer will tens of thousands of Americans look over their shoulder in order to serve the country that they love. That's why I believe this is the right thing to do for our military. That's why I believe this is the right thing to do. I've spoken to every one of the citizens. They are all committed to implementing this change swiftly and efficiently. We are not going to be dragging our feet to get this done. As one special operations warfighter said during the Pentagon's review, this is one of my favorites. It echoes the experience of Boyd Corwin decades earlier. We have a gay guy in the unit. He's big, he's mean, he kills lots of bad guys. No one cared that he was gay. And I think that sums up perfectly the situation.